Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this hopefully for a third time, and hopefully this will work out. I'm not really sure. But anyway, um, as you could see, it's Sunday and I'm not at church. I don't have to work today either, but I'm not at church, and yeah, basically, long story short, is I set my alarm and I got up, but my body didn't want to get up. That's the whole thing. You know how that is. So I ended up missing church, but I'll be going next Sunday. Not just because it's Palm Sunday, but also because, well, not just, well, yeah, it is mainly because it's Palm Sunday, but also I took the day off because it's WrestleMania Sunday. So, with that said, though, with that said, um, kind of thought I'd talk about something here, for a second. You know, back in the day when VHS and Laserdisc would dominate the scene when it came to home video, it gave us two options. Now, for a lot of us, it was mainly VHS. It gave us the option to, oh, I don't know, buy a movie or even buy a television series, if not by volume and with random episodes, on VHS and enjoy it at home. We got to do that. We got to do that. And for those of us that were lucky enough to have Laserdisc, well, we got basically what a lot of people look at Blu-ray as. We got the better quality, we got more features than what you would get on a VHS tape, because sometimes the VHS tape, you most of the time had to wait to the end of the movie or end of the episode to watch the special features, and sometimes that wasn't fun at all. So fast forward till now, and we kind of feel that same way when it comes to DVD and Blu-ray. But here's the thing though, when it comes to animated films, why do certain ones get the shaft when it comes to Blu-ray? I'm sure a lot of people felt that way when it was VHS and Laserdisc. A lot of people felt, why did certain animated films get the shaft with Laserdisc? And one could probably answer that by saying that they probably felt it wasn't going to sell very well on Laserdisc, just the same way a lot of people feel about putting certain animated films on Blu-ray. They're not going to sell very well, and they might be right. Now I know some of you might be thinking, well, maybe it's also because they were done on film that can't be transferred. No. Let me explain something. Let me explain something. Any film medium, any kind of film, whether it's broadcast master tape, whether it's feature film reels, the kind that movies get shown on, it does not matter what kind of film it is sometimes when it comes to television shows or movies. Alright? If it can be transferred to one medium to another, then it's transferable. Now, does that mean that certain, film or broadcast masters can be remastered in high def? Of course not. Have studios and home video distributors tried that? Of course they have. Have they been successful? No, they haven't. But still, with that said, though, Blu-ray has always been, for certain animated films, has always been within reach, but never attainable. And again, like I said, it goes back to how people felt about Laserdisc and with certain animated films getting the shaft with that. I think it's basically all about sales. Basically, they feel a movie's not going to sell well on Blu-ray because it probably won't sell well on DVD. True, basically they have an obligation to say, hey, look, we got to get every single animated film out there that's been distributed and released theatrically by a major studio. We have an obligation to try to get it out there for either, in some cases nowadays, a movie on demand release, which basically means they're manufactured right when you order them. That's when they start. When you order them and they get that order for that certain title or titles, that's when they start manufacturing a copy for you. As well as for retail, they have that obligation. Now, does that mean they have an obligation to put them on Blu-ray at the same time? Of course they don't. That's their decision. You take a look at the Chipmunk Adventure, which is basically Alvin and the Chipmunks the movie. And you look at that and you say to yourself, you know, and you ask yourself, why did they do a Blu-ray release on it? It's because they wanted to remaster and show how beautiful the colors were, the animation was in that movie. And believe me, when you watch the Blu-ray version, the animation just comes out at you like never before. It's beautiful. It's just so well done. It is. It really is. So, again, people ask why certain animated films get the shaft. And again, like I said, I think it's mostly because some people the studios probably feel they're not going to sell well on Blu-ray because maybe they believe they're not going to sell well on DVD. The only way you'll ever get maybe a Blu-ray release of it is in what's known as a multi-pack, or a triple feature, or a film favorites collection. Either it's a double, triple, or film favorites collection. A film favorites collection is usually 4 movies, not all on one Blu-ray. No, they're all their own individual Blu-rays. That's exactly what the Own the Moments triple features are like, the other triple features are like, same with the double features. They're mainly at most times their own individual Blu-ray disc. Which is why, if you're going to see an animated film that you would hope would be on Blu-ray, finally get that Blu-ray treatment, that's the way it's going to get it before eventually, hopefully, it gets sold by its own individual self. Now here I have several movies that to me could benefit from a Blu-ray release because it would help the animation jump out at you like never before. One, for example, is one title that I think they should do a retail DVD release on, at least, and if they have, bring it back for a re-release in retail instead of keeping it as a movie on demand copy. One that I think could really benefit is Rover Dangerfield, because the animation here basically pops out at you, in certain areas. And I think a Blu-ray release of this would really benefit as well, because there's a lot of Rodney Dangerfield fans out there. Believe it or not, he still has a huge fan base. Even though he's long gone, he still has a huge fan base. And anybody that, let's say, collects a Rodney film of any kind is probably hoping for a Blu-ray release of this. So I think this could benefit from Blu-ray, as well as this. The animation in this one is very colorful. It's, I think if you watch Huey Tumore's review of Cats Don't Dance to begin his newest season, I think he acknowledges the fact that the animation, really pops out at you. It's animation that, you could actually enjoy, and just imagine how that would look on Blu-ray. And Warner Brothers does own the distributing rights, right? So if Warner Brothers owns the distributing rights, I think they should know that a Blu-ray release of this would make it look really good. There's no doubt about that. I think the animation here would really stand out on Blu-ray. Really shine, that is. The same with one of my personal favorites, Once Upon a Forest. And of course they had to use the VHS cover for the back there. But anyway, I think the animation here is really good. And I really believe, if, again, just like with Cats Don't Dance and Rover Dangerfield, the animation could really shine on Blu-ray. It really could. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. It could shine very well on Blu-ray. And then you take a look at something that I think Shout Factory by now might have to consider for a Blu-ray release. The 30th anniversary edition of My Little Pony the movie. Why do I say that? Well, when this came out, when this got released at my store and basically every retailer in-store and online, it seems to me that in my store, as far as I know, this sold out. Now, I don't know if it was just for a limited time at my store or not, but this sold out. I was fortunate enough to buy one of the copies. So to me, I think Shout Factory needs to start considering getting a Blu-ray release ready for this, because this, to me, can really shine on Blu-ray. It really could. Because, like I said, the animation may not be the best animation, but with a Blu-ray transfer and a little touching up here and there, it can look really good. And it was done on feature. It was done on film, on actual film that was used in theaters. So, and there's other titles as well, other animated titles that I believe deserve to have a Blu-ray treatment. Even if it's for a short time, they do. They do deserve to have a Blu-ray treatment. Some may not believe that, some may not agree with that. And that's okay. You could agree or disagree all you want. The thing to me is I believe in my heart, as a fan, that these are the kind of movies, along with many others out there, that have gotten the Blu-ray shaft, they've gotten the shaft when it comes to a Blu-ray release, that deserve that chance. They really do. I mean, even DuckTales the movie, which Disney did back in 1990, deserves a Blu-ray release. It does. It deserves a Blu-ray release for the fact that it's a theatrical film, and it was done on film. Like I said, okay, let me not misunderstand anybody, all right? Misunderstand me. Let's not have anybody misunderstand me. And if you want more information, check out Zara Nazarek at the Multimedia Chronicles here on YouTube. But the thing is, when it comes to certain animated film, when it comes to animation, everything's done on film. It's just that there's a difference. The ones that are done for television are done and transferred to broadcast master tapes. The ones that are done for theaters are prepped and ready to be shipped to all the theaters around the world in different languages and stuff like that, so they can be shown on film. So they can be shown in the theaters. They're basically done on film. They stay on film. They're not transferred to anything until they get ready for a home video release, either to DVD, Blu-ray, or both. So, with that said though, that's basically the only similarity you have. They're all done in film. One, however, is transferred over to broadcast to be done on broadcast master tapes, Well, the others are just strictly retained as film, and they're basically sent off for theatrical release. But like I said, like I was saying, but with that said, I should say, I still look at movies like this and a few others, even animes out there, that deserve to have the Blu-ray treatment. The reason they deserve to have the Blu-ray treatment is because people will buy the Blu-rays. They will. They will buy the Blu-rays. They will, buy them. If they will buy them, they will watch them. And now let's say they have a DVD copy of the movie already. Let's put it this way. Having a Blu-ray, they can rewatch and see the difference. How do you think people like Zara Nizarak and many others do these comparison videos here on YouTube? They watch both versions. When I watched Transformers the movie on Blu-ray, I saw a big difference in quality. I really did. The sound may have not been great, may not have been on par as to what a Blu-ray movie should be, but still the animation was was amazing. It just stuck out like never before. It really did. It was just really amazing. And again, like I said, that's the one reason people buy the Blu-ray versions, to do a comparison. And I think people will have fun with these movies, along with many others, including anime ones, that could benefit from a Blu-ray release. They definitely have fun with those, doing comparisons, because you could see, like I said, big differences no matter what. So, with that said, the question is still, why are certain animated films still getting the shaft when it comes to a Blu-ray release? Let me know what you guys think down below, and what animated films or animes you feel should benefit from a Blu-ray release that have not yet gotten it. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'll talk to you later.